Hi, so this is just a little video about messaging for your business. So I'm going to start with Facebook. So you're going to have various messages that you can send. Messaging is one of the 4 pillars. We say like your map, so your messaging, you're adding, you're posting your stories, it's building your business. So messaging is really important. So the one message you can send every day is your birthday message. So your birthday should come up as a notification at some point. So you can just click on that, not right on their page, but actually message them to say happy birthday. Normally ask them a question just to get the conversation flowing. Like I mentioned in the video where I talk about connections, where you add people, obviously you're going to send that reach out message when you add somebody, and then like I mentioned in that video as well, I won't go over it again, but you'll go back to them, build the connection up, and then your third time you speak to them, you'll message them about the business, whether you're asking them if they're interested, or you could say, do you know anybody? Other than that, messaging can be through stories. So you can message, go through your stories. I do this 2 or 3 times a day. Rather than using an emoji to react, I actually write a comment. So, if they put like a meal up, I might say like, oh, that looks amazing. Have you got the recipe? Again, just trying to generate conversation through Messenger. And then we have what we call our A to Z message. So this has changed for me since I started the business. Now I'm much more of the understanding of giving value on my Facebook. And the thing with this business, you have to look at it as though you're not going out there to find a customer, which might sound weird. Obviously, yes, we are, but you're going out there every day to give value through your page. So you're going to go out there to make people feel better about themselves, to brighten their day up, all that kind of thing. So within your messenger, this should be the same. So if you are doing your posting, your stories, and you're adding new people, when you obviously add somebody new, if you're following the method of sending them a couple of messages, just making conversation, the third time you're offering the business, they know about the business. And if you do that with everybody, your entire Facebook friends list will know exactly what you do because you've already told them. And they'll probably then go and look at your page because you've mentioned it. So in my eyes, you don't really need to go through your A to Z message, talking about the business and products, because that does come across as spammy. And I feel like it takes out that giving value element. With this business, you have to give, so then you can take a little bit and people don't mind it then. So your A to Z message could be you send like a self-care little pin off Pinterest. It could be you sending, if you've read like an amazing book that you're loving. It could just be you sending a message saying, thanks for being on my page. I'm just going out there to inspire positivity and I hope people enjoy it. Those kind of things where you're not asking them for anything. You're not asking them to buy products with you to join the business because you've already mentioned the business to them, but obviously in a way that you're kind of doing them a favor. But you're just going out there every month, working your way through your inbox, just giving good value to people. I aim to do my A to Z. So basically all your A to Z messages is going on your Facebook friends list, starting from the top from A and just working your way down to Z. Obviously, the more friends you have, the longer it'll take. I aim to do between 50 and 100 in a day. And obviously, it normally takes me between 1 to 2 months to get through my whole list. So let's say this month I'm sending like a little self-care checklist. Next month I might send like a little recipe or something like that, So just things of good value. Or for me being a mum, I might send a mum hack to all my mum friends. So just making it of value and obviously changing it up each month. So the idea is every couple of months you're getting in everybody's inbox. This has loads of benefits. Obviously you're having more conversations, and we always say this business is network marketing. So if you're networking, you're going to be moving quicker, you're going to be building a better business. But also if you're in someone's inbox, they're more likely to see your posts. It's just the way the algorithms work on Facebook. A good tip as well is, let's say you've got down to your B's and you've just done your 50 messages and you're on Becky Smith. I go into my notes on my phone and I'll write down Becky Smith, so I know when I come to do my A to Z the next day, I will start with her. Just like everything in this business, it's about being consistent. So if you consistently do your A to Z message, and let's say you might not aim for 50, but you might aim for 30 a day, which you can do. I know sometimes you get blocked, but you can do that pretty quickly. If you do that every single day, in like a month, let's say, or 2, depending on how many Facebook friends you have, you're going to work through your entire inbox and you're going to be messaging all those people. You're not spamming them, you're just sending good value to them. And like I said, if you've done the work before where you've added them, you've connected, you've built a relationship, you've mentioned the business, they may have said no to the business then, and that's fine. Most people say no initially, and it normally takes around like a minimum of 50 exposures apparently for people to say yes. There's some people that join straight away, but that's kind of the numbers game for you. If you've then just messaged them giving value, something in their life may have changed. They may have been made redundant, everything that's gone on recently, they may have been furloughed, whatever, that if you've stayed connected, you've stayed in their inbox, they'll remember you and they'll say, oh, do you know what, actually right now I could do with an extra income. Or they might have noticed your post right now I could do with getting healthy. And because you've kept that relationship going by being in that inbox, but you've not been too spammy or too pushy, they're going to come to you. Whereas in the past, and you know, this business is very much learning as you go, things change all the time. I'm sure in a few years' time there'll be things I'll say to do that I don't do now. But in the past, I've been maybe a little bit too spammy, where I've kind of sent people messages, and you know, I always say if they don't block you, they're probably interested, which is true. However, I think if you're giving that value and building up the relationship, they're going to feel more comfortable with you and more likely to reach out to you. Whereas if you are just sending message after message about the opportunity or the products, it might make them feel a little bit uncomfortable to then reach out to you. So the idea is that everybody on your Facebook friends list will obviously have had a message about the business when they first became your friend. And then from then, you will just go through and you will do your A to Z message, keep in contact, but giving good value. And like I said, if you're doing your posts and you're sharing the products and in your stories, this will all fit. Obviously, if you're not mentioning the products on your page anywhere and you're not mentioning it in your message, then you're not going to get results. They all fit together. So that's me about messaging on Facebook. There's another video that I'm going to talk about with Instagram, because Instagram is slightly different.